All right, man, we gotta talk about this. Modern day music is making you stupid. Let me say that again. Modern day music is making you stupid. Now, I'm just gonna go on with a little rant right here because this is some type of topic that I was discussing with some of my friends recently. And I said, hey, man, why not make a What the Fulati video about it? Because this thing is honestly something that we all need to be aware of, and we all need to actually really take into account of what we're putting into our ears that's going into our minds that eventually is going to manifest out into our physical reality. So if you really just want to break it down to its core essence, music is one of the most potent and powerful ways to brainwash somebody's mind. And the powers that be, the elite, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. I'm not here to put labels, name names, or this and that, but society in general knows this. And they have been using music solely over time to help shape the collective consciousness of their people. And nowadays, it's more and more evident of what they're promoting within their music, because the most popular genre of music, I don't care if you live in the US, you live in the UK, you live in other countries, this and that, is rap, trap, hip hop, pop, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. That's the lane. That is the most popular just forms of music. That's what you see on the radio. That's what you hear. No, not see, hear on the radio. That's what you see kind of post on all these different billboards and all these different TV shows. It's these artists from that type of that genre of music. And what does this genre of music promote? It promotes legitimately the only thing is degeneracy. That is the only thing coming out of these songs. That's the only thing coming out of these lyrics. That's the only thing that's coming out of even these beats. And we'll get into that. Hold up. But that's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Keeping people's consciousness at the lowest state. And if you're listening to music, this type of music especially, because let's just be honest here, most of us do. I do. I'm not saying I don't. Like, coming from me, I'm the type of dude back in the day, I was going to all these concerts. I was going and seeing all these rappers. I was going and paying my money to go turn up with this type of music. I was going to people like Playboi Carti. I was going to people like Travis Scott. Matter of fact, I got on stage with Travis Scott, hopped on stage with him. I don't edit these videos at all, but because I like to keep it raw, direct, in the field, in the flesh. You already know how it is. But if you really want to see that video, hop in the community Discord server. Link is going to be pinned into the top comment. Link is going to be included into the pinned comment of this video. Come on, man. So you can join there, ask me in there. I'll drop the video because it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. I just hop on stage with them, turn up real quick, hop back into the crowd, security guard running after me. It's pretty funny. But nevertheless, I was going to all these things, man. And I'll go into a little bit of story further into this video because I just want to lay down the background. But I'm saying is like, you're probably listening to it. I do listen to it. This is something that is a part of the society today, man. Like, you can't really escape it. You can do what I'm going to say in this video to help mitigate that, to actually kind of break out of that chain, out of that cycle, out of that hold it has on your subconscious mind and the things that it promotes. But you first got to be aware. You got to be aware of what the hell is being brainwashed into you. You have to understand why it's being brainwashed into you. And that is, again, to keep you at your lowest form of consciousness, lowest state of consciousness, lowest state of being. Only worried about food, water, sex, shelter. That's it. And like I said, plenty of times on this channel, plenty of times on the main channel, if you're watching this video, you got Wi-Fi, you got some form of connection, you got a phone. So I would hope to think that you kind of at least have food shelter, and water taken care of. Because if you don't have that, why the fuck do you got a phone? But I digress. Some people, some crazy people out there. But what I'm guessing is you got that set down. So what is the best way to attack? Lust. Lust is filled in this music, man. Filled in this music. And the things that it promotes, even if it's not lustful, like stuff directly, it is eventually leading to lust. Like, think about how they just talk about, I got the nicest cars, I got the most jewelry on, I got the flyest clothes, I got this, I got that. That is to promote the idea of like, yeah, man, I'm the top dog, I'm the alpha, I get all these bitches, man. I be fucking all these bitches, man. Like, that's just all this song is, bro. Like, dead ass, just be honest with yourself. I'm saying some of them are hard, bro. Some of these songs are hard. I like the lyrics aside, I like the beats, I like the flow, I like this, I like that. But, and I grew up on this music. Some of you guys have too. So it's kind of a part of the culture, the society, the environment that you grew up in. And it's kind of like ingrained into your subconscious. But I'm aware of it to the point where I can just say, like, bro, at the end of the day, the lyrics, what they're promoting is, you're fucking poor, I fucked your bitch, I got this stick, I'm gonna let it hit, I got all these guns, I got all these whips, I got all, like, it's just like ego, putting down other people, materialism, sex, drugs, violence. Like, that's just all it is, bro. That's literally all it is. And you're putting that into your brain 24/7. Like, I know some people out there, it might be even you, but like, I know people, my friends, they can't go a day without music. They can't go an hour without music. They wake up straight, they gotta put on a song when they brush their teeth. Like, what the fuck, bro? Calm down. You just woke up. It's 7 a.m. and you choosing violence. You're choosing, hey man, pull up with a stick, I'm gonna let that shit hit. Like, calm down. You ain't even brushed your teeth yet. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Come on, man. If you know about that reference, you know about the new age spirituality nonsense. But that's not for this video. I'm gonna just keep going. But that's what it promotes, bro. That's what it promotes. And at a deeper level, bro, like, even if you're not participating in the things that it's saying, like, you're not going out buying a gun, shooting up clubs, or shooting up your ops, or you're flipping drugs, you're not doing none of that, you're not buying all these chains, you're not buying all these watches, you're not flexing all these bitches, you're not doing that. You're just probably playing this song, driving to work, driving to your 9 to 5, and you're not doing any of that. But still, that thing, all that information, all that toxicity is embedding itself, massaging itself into your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, if you know about it, obviously you should, because that's where 95% of this information gets seeped into. This becomes active when you're dreaming, bro. Like, usually if you are a person that has dreams, this and that, like, you can see the symbolism sometimes in your dreams of all the things in your subconscious mind. And one of the most prominent forces of that is the music you listen to. Sometimes you can even hear like the sound of like the beat or like the lyrics in your dream, and you're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, how am I listening to fucking Travis Scott in my dreams? Because you've been listening to it all fucking day long on your conscious waking state, and it seeps on over to that. And then in your dreams and stuff, it gets embedded and further into your subconscious, and then you kind of start acting out towards it. You kind of have the persona, have the personality type that goes with this type of music. And that is just a pure degenerate motherfucker. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, you can even say my cussing is like that, but I use that to emphasize certain things and just have a little fun, man. I'm just a regular dude. I'm not a preacher. I'm not no pastor. I'm not no freaking God. Just talking to you like my friend, bro. Talking to you like my friend right now, because we should be friends. This is what the Fulati, man. It's the community. But nevertheless, if you take it another step further, man, aside from the lyrics, about the actual meaning behind it, let's talk about the beats. Because this is one of the things that I've been researching into. And I'll make a whole main channel video about the sacred science of just sound, the spiritual science of sound. How how things like frequencies, vibrations, and stuff are all emanating from sound. And that also ties into sacred geometry. That video is gonna come out real soon, so don't worry about that. I'm cooking that up right now. But I'll set it up with the sacred geometry and come back to it with the sacred science of sound. But I'll give you a little rundown of it right now. Every sound, this sound that you're hearing through your screen, first of all, is from me speaking, all these particles bouncing off one another. It's being picked up by this phone, and then that is being played in your room or wherever you're at, and it's going to be bounced off all these particles, this and that, and it's going into your brain. It's being interpreted by your brain through your ear canal, your eardrum, all that stuff, man. And then those have certain frequencies to them. And if you know anything about spirituality, anything about just the metaphysical nature of our reality, it's that energy, frequency, and vibration are the key components that make up everything, every single thing, man. And sound is one of the most pure and rawest form of it, because it isn't crystallized or manifested into a physical form yet. It's still like very ethereal. Like, you can't see sound, you can hear sound, you can't grasp it, you can't really hold it, you can't really interpret it too much other than through one of your specific senses. And then those frequencies are that they can, like, sound is the only thing that can transfer through your body without it being ingested or something like that. Like, it literally vibrates throughout your entire system, with your nervous system, with your cells, with your nerves, with your just whole being, your soul, like physically, mentally, spiritually. It's being interpreted by that. And there's certain frequencies that help you put you into harmony. Solfeggio frequencies, 432, 936, 528, all that stuff helps you being more in a harmonized mood. But what society and these top people do is they switch the vibration to a very disharmonious one. All the music you listen to is on that. Like, if you're just using Apple Music, Spotify is like that. You can buy apps that puts it in 432, but if it's still shit ass lyrics, still degenerate lyrics, it's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna, oh man, this guy's talking about shooting up his op and fucking his bitch, but it's on 432 hertz, man. Should have no problem now, bro. I'm gonna bump that shit. I'm gonna bump that shit in my whip and I'll be good to go, right? No. But still, with the hertz, with the frequencies, it's like I said, transferring through your body, and it's pinpointing on certain parts of your body, because they know that this physical vessel isn't just blood, bones, muscles, ligaments, tendons, but there's also deeper, more metaphysical energy centers within it, chakras, if you want to call it that. And this certain the beats, especially the 808s, those are in all the trap beats. It's it's like layered beneath all the drums, all the snares, all the kicks and stuff like that. It's the 808 that gives it that more dark feeling to it. And that frequency that's vibrating off that 808 is directly pinpointed at your lowest chakra, your root chakra, your lowest nature. So you combine low consciousness lyrics combined with these type of beats, these frequencies that are both directly sent to your lowest form, your lowest nature, your lowest chakra, your roots. Like we said before, focus on money. It is focused on food, water, shelter, and sex, but let's take away food, water, and all that stuff, because we mostly got that. But if you really break it down, it comes from money. Most people don't grow their own food or go and find a spring to go get their own water. They get money. Those are the resources to get those things. So they're gonna completely just bombard your senses with the idea of materialism, money, sex, promiscuity, to just keep you at that state, because you can't raise above it if you're just hearing that all the time. You're hearing that all the time. Like, your brain, your subconscious is stuck at that level. It's like literally like a lid. This is your lowest chakra. This is the lid. It keeps you there. It keeps you there. You cannot break out of it unless you have enough willpower, unless you have enough awareness, unless you have the discipline to kind of detach yourself from this type of degeneracy. And I'll talk about the story. When I was going to one of the concerts I went to was a Playboi Carti concert. I saw him a couple times, and if you know about Playboi Carti, you know he's like the mumble rap king, bro. It sounds very unique. It sounds really ethereal, really trippy. The beats are amazing. To me, even if the 808's hit in my lowest chakra, it still sounds like it sounds dope. But I was a year into retention. This was after 2020, stuff like that. So everyone was like waiting to go to concerts, and my friends bought a ticket, and I just like, okay, let me go grab this ticket, because I was like, I'm probably not gonna go to any one of these anymore. And it was solidified at that night. I'm not going to any one of these anymore in my life. But I was there, and like I said, I was a year on retention, year into the spiritual path, year into YouTube and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just go turn up, have a good time. Like, I don't do drugs there. I don't like drink or any of that shit there. Like, I don't do that stuff. But I was just like, I'm just go turn up. Got my friends with me, got my brother with me. We're just gonna go just mosh pit. Like, it's fun. Especially when you're younger, it's fun. Like, you're just like, you've never been in that environment of just like, everyone just pushing each other. It's just like, you go wild out. But when I was in there, this was actually like a week after, if anyone knows the whole Travis Scott Astroworld incident, where like 8 people died, and there's like this whole story about how that was a ritual and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go that far into it, because first of all, I don't get the time or the energy to really decrypt that whole thing. There's a whole video about that, decrypting Astroworld. Go check it out if you're interested in that. But it was a week after that, and this one dude before the concert started was like, I don't know what fucking drug he was on, but he would like go up to like everyone. He'd be like, "Hey man, you ready for tonight? You ready to turn up?" He came up to me. I was like, "Yeah." Like, what did I buy the ticket for? To fucking sleep? Come on. And he's just like, "Where you from, man?" I was like, "From Cali. Like, we're in California." And he's like, no, where's your ethnicity and stuff like that? I was like, "I'm Persian." He's like, "Oh man, you're one of the empires of the gods and stuff like that." I was like, "All right," like whatever. And then he's like, "You gotta listen to me, man. Some people tonight, they gonna die tonight." And I was like, "Okay, chill out, man. Chill the fuck out, bro." He's like, no, not like that. They gonna spiritually die tonight." I was like, "Okay, like explain more." And then he's just like, the music that he's gonna play in here, man, is just gonna make people turn into animals. I was like, "Yeah, I've been in these concerts before, but I was like just turned up and stuff like that. Like, I don't really notice around other people." But I guess he was probably into spirituality at the time. When I was going to concerts when I was younger, I didn't know about spirituality. I didn't know about any of these things. I was on semen retention. I wasn't on this journey that I'm on right now. But he was saying all that stuff. Then, if you know Playboi Carti's songs, there's a specific tagline of a producer he works with. His name is Wake Up Filthy, and there is a specific sound right before the song plays. I don't know what frequency that is, but I've been trying to research that. But even if you just play it on your phone, it like, to me, like, it sends like a signal to like straight animal mode. Like, I use it when I need to like lift some heavy ass weight, when I'm training deadlifts, heavy dips, heavy weighted pull-ups. Like, I'll use it to my advantage. But there was the first time I felt it, because when you're at one of these concerts, they got these huge speakers that shake the floor. Like, when you get out of these concerts, you can't hear. Like, our ears are ringing for like a couple hours. Playboi Carti comes out, and they're like playing a guitar solo for him to like enter it. You got the upside down cross. Like, I'm not Christian. I don't claim any religion, but I respect our religions. I respect Jesus. I respect everything about his message, and I understand that that is a satanic symbol, an antichrist symbol. So I was like, whatever, bro. They all do this. All these rappers do this shit, and it can get deeper. Like, I might speak on a little bit as I keep ranting on, because I'm just letting this flow. But he comes out, they got the guitar solo, and then they play that. It sounds like that, like it's like a little like a trap phone signal. You know what I'm talking about? It just says "Wake up, filthy," and then it's, dude, like I felt it in my entire body. That 808 hit, bro. Like the entire frequency of that thing, like right through my body. And I looked at everyone around me. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like what that guy said is like, now it's clicking. Like everybody is turning into a fucking animal, bro. Animal. Because like imagine, everyone's been in lockdown for like a whole year. They've been waiting to go to these concerts, stuff like that. They've been waiting to just turn up. And then you add on all these other elements to it, with the frequencies, with the satanic imagery, with the like dark sound behind it, and it's just like, oh, that was crazy. And I was like, I honestly think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I was on a year on retention, so I was very self-aware and I had a very good peripheral idea and understanding of the other energies around me. Like if you've been on retention for a good amount of time, that is one of the things that you kind of come to like realize and see with the benefits is not only do other people feel your energy more, but you start feeling and picking up on other people's energies more than they do that. So I was like picking up on all the energy when I was in there, and bro, it was just like, it was mayhem. It was a mosh pit. It was cool. Like I was still having fun, but I was like in my head, I was like consciously still thinking, I was like, damn, bro, this is weird, bro. Like I didn't know about all the frequency stuff, all the 808 stuff, all the stuff that I just mentioned right now. So I researched that later on. But like at that point, I realized like this is like weird. This is just like, it's just overall is satanic. It's just making me stupid, bro. This type of music is literally making me stupid and satanic at the same time. Straight up just satanic. And I'm gonna just dive in a little bit right now to that stuff, bro. A lot of these rappers promote just satanic imagery, stuff like that, like and just weird like occult type of black magic stuff. And it's just like, what are they doing? Because like I said, this is brainwash. This is like a mass ritual they got going on with these concerts to just like wipe your subconscious with the toilet paper they use to wipe their ass, bro. Like you got shit in your fucking stains in your subconscious of just straight degeneracy. Like that's what they are. And like if you start to realize this stuff, you're gonna kind of detach from this type of music. Like I still listen to it. Like I will admit it right now, I still listen to it. But like I said, in specific moments, I want to go into my lower state, if that makes sense. When you're competing in a sport, competing in lifting, competing with yourself, something very physical, very primal, very even violent. Like you can take lifting weights into a violent act if you want. Like if you're really pushing yourself, it kind of gets to a point where you got to use your spiritual energy, still make it a spiritual practice, but tap into darker states. Because like if you really think about it, all these monks, all these sages, all these mystics, they could go back and forth if they wanted to, but they only wanted to stay in the highest state. That's why they kind of just gave up on all the materialistic stuff in life, fasted for fucking 50 days. They're not worried about how much weight they can deadlift. Like that's not gonna really help them staying in that high state. So you can use this type of music to kind of stay in your lower states when you need to. Like I'm being honest, I do not listen to music aside from working out, and I work out 4 to 3 times a week at most. Other than that, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to some type of frequency sometimes when I meditate. Usually it's just silent. If I'm driving the car, it's usually a podcast or a video or like something that I might can educate from. But it's not fucking music all the time. Like, and I've seen people, like I said, like my friends around me, they can't drive in the car without music. It can't be silent for a little bit. And another thing on top of that, if you can't be silent for longer periods of time, you can't think, you're running away from your thoughts. You're running away from the things in your subconscious mind that you've just been shoving like into the back of your closet and like hoping it'll go away. But all that dirty clothes, all those dirty thoughts, all those dirty things are just piling up. And eventually it's gonna manifest out into your physical world, and you're not gonna know where it comes from because you're so completely engulfed in other people's lives, with the music, with other people's thoughts, with all, you're just letting all this programming go into your brain. And how do you expect yourself to reprogram yourself? You got to wipe that stuff clean, bro. And music is one of the most key components to that, man. I cannot stress that enough. That's why I'm like 30 minutes now. I'm still going, bro. Like, this is like a real topic, bro. And I said, like I said, I'll make a main channel video on this, and I'll even make a live stream lecture later on with this, like really breaking down about music industry, what I've researched so far about it, about how it literally is poisoning your spiritual development if you're not listening it in the right way, and if you're not listening to the right music. But for the people out there that are picking up what I'm putting down, you made it this far into the video, what music do you listen to personally? Like, seriously, I'm like, comment down below. Like, I've listened to a lot of frequencies, I've listened to a lot of like instrumentals. Like, I honestly like listening to a lot of instrumental music. Like, some people on the main channel comment like, damn, bro, like, you know about the Alchemist instrumentals and stuff like that. Like, that's stuff I listen to. I like those beats. It's like old school rap beats, but a very Renaissance feeling to it on the instrumentals. Like, that is more like, I don't know, sophisticated like music. But there's also ancient music that I listen to, like just drum patterns and stuff like that. But I'm asking you guys, what do you guys listen to? Do you guys not listen to music at all? What do you do at the gym, like while you're working out? I don't even use headphones because I got a home gym, so that's another thing. Because I'll speak on that right now. The headphones don't allow you to think, bro. Like, the EMF and the radiation going into, especially you got those AirPods, going into your brain are literally cooking your brain. You're microwaving it. You can't think after. Like, hey, you might not realize it, but try not using AirPods for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks if you use them that consistently, because you'll notice a difference. Like, I heard about this stuff that I'm telling you right now. When I was using AirPods, I was like, bro, it ain't that big of a deal. What are you talking about? I'm like listening to like an hour. Like, no, dude, you cannot think in those couple hours that you're working out in the gym with these AirPods on. It's literally cooking your brain. And add on all the things that we just said, the frequencies, the degenerate lyrics. Like, you're cooking, you're microwaving your brain, and you're adding in all this fucking just bullshit to it, that you're making just a mess out of your mind, bro. Like, it's just it's something that you got to clean up, bro. It's something that you got to be aware of. And hopefully throughout this video you watch all the way through and you kind of come to realize that, dude, no, like, the music I'm listening to has a big impact on my overall development, mind, body, and soul, man. So you got to really be deliberate about what you're putting into your in front of your screen. Like, what are you putting in front of your eyes, the gateways to the soul? But you also got to be very vigilant and aware about what you're allowing into your ears. That's going to go into your subconscious mind. Like, those are key, man. If you just letting everybody else choose for you, bro, like, you're screwed. Like, look at these rappers, dude. Look at these big artists, man. Especially the women artists, bro. I feel bad for women, man. Like, honestly, like, a lot of people, all these red pill guys. Like, I know red pill fucking dumbass, but like, they just like, oh, women are whores, women are. But look at who they're pedestalizing in front of them. Like, Cardi B and all, like, a stripper, a hooker, fucking bitch that just fucking promoting, like, just, yeah, like, just shake your ass, like, show off your tits, show off your body, like, dude, that is just killing the actual like idea of what a real woman is for these girls growing up. And like, I sympathize with them, but I'm not like saying like, oh, like we gotta accept them. No, bro, they're choosing themselves. But women are more susceptible to these type of things because they're more intuitively just operate. They operate more on intuition, on energy, on feelings, and what the types of feelings this type of music gives them. Doesn't matter what the lyrics are. Like, men can really break down the lyrics more and be like, bro, logically, what the fuck am I listening to? But women, it's more about the feeling. And aside from like the degenerate promiscuous stuff, there's a lot of just depressive music out there that people listen to and wonder why the fuck they're depressed. Like, I have people around me that when they're depressed, they listen to depressive music. And I'm like, dude, do you just not like yourself? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you actually just want to like do this self-sabotage? What is the point? You're not making anything better. You're depressed and you're gonna listen to depressive music. That's like, you have a fire going on and you're gonna just dump gasoline on top of that. Bro, you're not gonna put out the fire, bro. What are you doing? So there's degenerate music, there's depressive music, there's just like, those are two main ones I see around me that's just like, bro, stay away from these things, bro. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know how more else way to put it, man. Like, if you don't take into account how powerful sound really is, how powerful music really is, then you're always gonna be pulled in the direction of whatever the type of things you're listening to, whatever the type you think you see is trending online, bro. You never have clear thoughts if you're listening to music, this type of music especially, that often. So I just ran for 30 minutes about how modern day music is just straight up satanic, is making you stupid, bro. I want to hear your thoughts, because the people that watch the main channel, and especially this channel, should understand what I'm talking about. Like, you guys should be picking up what I'm putting down. You guys probably had these thoughts before, but you might not have the people around you to speak on it. You might not have the community around you to speak on it. That's why you gotta join the Discord server, man. That's why you gotta join the Discord server. Or hit me up, private coaching, one-on-one calls, whatever the fuck you wanna do, man. But I wanna hear your thoughts about, one, do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree with what I'm saying? Two, what kind of music do you listen to? And three, how do you think music it should be? Like, how do you think it should be promoted? Because if you look at ancient times, man, music was a spiritual practice. It puts you in higher states. Those 4-3-2, the solfeggio frequencies I was talking about before, put your consciousness in higher states. And those higher states allow you to tap in to the higher source, to the source of all, God, the universe. That is what it was for. It was a fucking antenna or connection to the Almighty. And if you look at some of these religious texts, a lot of them, sound came before everything else. So how did it get to this point, bro? Seriously, it's crazy. And how do we either use it to our advantage, even the dark music, like I said before, with tapping into lower states, or do we just not listen to music at all? Do we just only listen to frequencies, only listen to acoustics, only listen to instrumentals, only listen to chants? Like, I don't know. It's an interesting topic, man, but nevertheless, it's been your boy out here. What the Fulati, in the field, in the flesh, dropping all that game so you guys can make these games, and I'm out here. Peace.